Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about an interesting report about how Trump's foreign policy might be shifting. According to reporting, Trump's foreign policy advisors have indicated that he will continue supporting Ukraine while attempting to pursue peace. Additionally, he will demand that NATO countries commit 5% of their GDP to defense spending to boost Europe's posture against Russia. This is kind of at odds with a lot of his public-facing positions, and we have no way of knowing how fixed these stated positions are. But, for the moment, let's take these newly reported positions at face value and see where they put us and why they might have shifted. Okay, let's start with NATO defense expenditures at 5% of the GDP. In short, never gonna happen. That's not occurring. The United States doesn't even spend 5%, and we're the undisputed world champion of overspending on defense. So, knowing that Trump views foreign policy as transactional and likes to play negotiation games that are kind of unnecessary, what might it mean? It might mean that Trump is throwing out a ridiculous number in hopes of achieving something far less. The current goal is for countries to spend 2% of their GDP on defense. So, it seems silly to believe he actually wants countries to more than double their defense spending. But given the unnecessary games he likes to play, this might mean he wants their spending to really be 3.5%. You can just imagine him saying, "You're supposed to have 2%. Well, now we need 5% because Russia. You say you'll give us 2.5? We need you to go bigly, up to 4.5 at least, okay? 3. Give me 3.5. Foreign policy people are rolling their eyes. Yes, it's not normal. But is anything about his foreign policy normal? It really might be that simple. If he actually wants 5%, we all might need to study up on the 25th Amendment. Now, let's go to the idea of him supporting Ukraine. That seems counter to everything he's said. But remember, McConnell just shredded him on his foreign policy when it comes to not fulfilling U.S. commitments. McConnell's MO is to normally combine public signaling, like say, an opinion piece in foreign policy, with private messaging suggesting how to correct the problem. It's possible that the message was received by Trump. Since McConnell's piece also blasted Trump for wanting to pull out of NATO, it might also explain his positioning on more defense spending from those countries. He can frame it as a win of his own. I got them to spend more, so now I like NATO bigly. A lot of people want to write McConnell off, but something I've heard for years when discussions about him took place was a very simple sentence that always turned out to be correct. Never underestimate that old man. So, right now, these reports are emerging third-hand from Europe, but they do fit into patterns consistent with internal U.S. politics. We don't know yet for sure, but this giant shift in Trump's positions might not be as out of the question as it sounds. Remember how quickly he dropped his tariffs won't raise prices and your grocery prices will go down rhetoric once elected. This might be the same thing. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.